Are we going?
Yep.
Oh, okay. There's no little dot.
No.
Okay, we are doing a little bit of a different setup this time. So, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 554. Today is not Monday. It is Wednesday, May 17th? 18th?
17th.
May 17th, as we are recording. My name is Marlisha, also known as Lady Vertico.
I'm Ty, also known as Franciscan Gypsy. We are recording, first of all, later because I had first of all, Monday, we had other things going on. Then Tuesday, I was so wiped out that I was not doing well all day. And today I have light sensitivity.
So we're doing it this way.
Yeah.
Which means that it might be a little more grainy than usual, and there probably won't be any of the bells and whistles type things. So,
yeah. Because I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so if I'm too wiped out after this, I will not be able to do all the stuff that I normally do.
Right. So we, in fact, Daddy asked, would you be okay after doing the podcast to do the doctor's appointment? Because she has to go out to another state for that.
Well, it's like I have to be okay. It's not really.
Well, I understand that, but that's not what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we want to welcome all new and returning viewers to the Fun in the Woman Cave. If you are new, we're glad that you found us. If you are returning, we hope you see something that you enjoy and that you will return. If you are new or returning and you are in the shadows, we hope that you see that you will. Well, I messed up myself here. We hope that you will join us officially. You can tap the little bell. It'll give you ways of getting notification that are good for you as opposed to just getting everything.
Yeah.
Or you can get everything. That would be great too. And then there, hit the little subscribe button so that people know that you're part of the group. And
well, not people. That doesn't help people know you're part of the group.
well, no, I guess what happens is that it allows us to be put up on the up higher on the
the subscriptions help us to be up higher, and plus when you're subscribed, that's when the little bell comes into play.
Yeah. You can't get the little bell without subscribing. I mean, you can get the little bell, but you can't use it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about how I feel about this particular tea. I'm testing a tea for a friend, and the last 2 or 3 that she gave me were really, really good, and I'm not quite sure about this one. So we'll have to see.
Speaking of tea, I'm not sure if it's because of the fact that I had a cookie right before this, but I'm not sure if I put enough sugar and or enough tea in for the little gray cells this time. So it feels a little weak.
Taste this one. Let's see how you feel about this. This is called.
Is there chai in there?
No, this is called Janet. There's Pourret and Oolong in there. This is a little weak.
I mean, it's not. It's very citrusy.
Mm-hmm.
Is there raspberry?
I don't think so. There might
Okay.
be. It's hard to see the little writing on the tin.
Yeah.
That is very weak.
That's what I thought.
And I couldn't tell if it was sweet enough because this is very tart.
Yeah.
So.
I don't generally drink tart teas.
And I like the tart teas. These are what I call the Germany teas. They have the hibiscus base. I think that's what the Germany tea had, and it was hibiscus because it was purple.
Yeah.
And it had that very tangy kind of taste to it. Okay, so I have 3 projects. You said you had 4.
Yes. So.
Oh, before we get into that, we have several alongs going on, and I did pull for prizes for the spring, whatever I called it, along. But I need to touch base with somebody before I tell you who the winners are because I don't want to assume anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to know, it's regarding a prize, so I need to talk to that person first, and then I can tell you about the prizes next time. But I did pull for them. We actually have 2 winners. So I wasn't going to do 2, but I did 2. Okay. The alongs that we're currently doing, the PHN Movie Night Make Along, and that's, everything to do with movies and all that kind of stuff. And this runs all year. We've already done the first quarter pulls, and the second quarter pulls are in July 1st. When June is done, it would do the next quarter pull for prizes. And the projects must be knit, loom knit, or crocheted, woven or paper crafts, such as journaling, origami, or card making, things like that. The hashtag is PHN Movie Night 2023 on Instagram, and the featured yarns and patterns are, as they always are, anything by Lady Vertical Creations, anything by Franciscan Gypsy Designs, and anything by Laura Concert, who is, I believe, Lollipop Girl Creations, I think. And it has to do with, has to be within the parameters of the along. It has to meet all the criteria, okay? If you do a project and it meets the criteria for the yarn or the pattern, the finished object is entitled to 2 chances at a prize, only for the finished object. And if you use a featured yarn and a featured pattern both in the finished object, then that is eligible for 3 chances at a prize, but you are responsible for your multiple postings. And that's all I have to say about that, because all that stuff is in the group, including the hashtag, okay? The autism awareness is going on through the end of June, I think I said. July is the start of the new 3rd quarter, so this is a 1 quarter cal, and we started this in April. So this has to be brightly colored or blue, and it has to, let's see, along with the featured yarns and patterns that we mentioned that are always featured, we also have the Braided Bright cal by 10 Hours or Less, that's George, and the Weighted Lapgan and Teddy Bear pattern, which is a modest creation. They are also featured. You are always responsible for your own multiple prizes, multiple posts for prizes. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really tired. This has no caffeine, I don't think.
I thought that oolong has caffeine.
Oh, it says minimal caffeine or moderate caffeine or whatever. So it's very low caffeine. And let me see here. PHN AA 2023 is the hashtag on Instagram. And it just has to meet the parameters of the along to get for the featured patterns and yarns to be eligible. So if you do one of my yarns and it's like, somber gray or something or black, it's not going to work because this autism awareness is bright colors. Okay.
Right.
All right. The only prize I know about right now for this one has been donated by Pat, who's Lee Hiker, one of her beautiful patterns, the winner's choice, and you will contact her and she will get it to you. Okay, and I said we already did the Celebrating Spring, Passover, and Easter Mal. That one I did pull for the prizes. I'm not going to say who they are at this particular moment until I find out about the prize situation for that. Okay.
Oh, Mom, before I forget, it came up because I have the Brave and the Bold with the Flash and Green Lantern. The first Green Lantern might be a good colorway choice. There might be too many colors in there.
Oh, no, I can do that.
And I'll show you all the picture in a moment.
I think I can do that.
I can send you the picture.
Yeah.
He had a very colorful.
I think at a certain time they did that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just look at
because he's in the 30s.
Just look at Hawkeye with his purple and pink and
yeah.
And
now Hawkeye isn't as early on.
No, but still,
this was with in the very early ones. I will send that to you because I thought that when I saw it earlier, I was like, that actually might be nice for Mom. So I will email it to you. And then he is just Green Lantern.
Is it Hal?
No, that is Alan Scott.
Okay, so I might have to put Green Lantern in there because Alan Scott's not going to be one that people are usually know Hal Jordan or John Stewart.
Yeah. We'll have his Green Lantern Alan Scott in the email. Now, you sometimes do see it where they say green. You can even have GL in parentheses, right. Alan Scott.
This is getting better now that it's cooling a little bit.
Okay, so there. Okay, I sent that to you. You're going to, when you get the email, you're going to be like, why did she send this to me? Because I forgot to put it in colorway. Idea. Okay, so finish my last couple stitches and I'll show this project. So I have 4 to Mom's 3. In my little skein in the big wool velveteen rabbit bag, which thankfully is still holding up to abuse.
We have a bunny visiting our yard every day. Not a lop ear, but a bunny.
So here's the bag.
Davina has christened it either Babs or Buster, depending on what it actually is.
Yeah, not my bag. The bunny in the yard.
I'm sorry?
Not my bag, the bunny in the yard.
Yeah, the bunny in the yard.
So I call these my Starburst socks. The pattern is, hang my show notes. And also taking the lights down because I had it up all the way for you. Oh,
right.
So you could actually see. Because especially since I was talking about a colorway option, it would, kind of be important for you to see what the colorway potential colorway would be.
I picked up a Guardians of the Galaxy audio. The reader was good, so I picked it up. And it's based, I guess, on some game, the sequel to some game. So we'll see how I like it.
Okay, yeah, because just a heads up, the comic version, very different.
I'm sure it is. Unless it's based, if it's old enough to be, or new enough to be based on the movie characters.
Right. So, I mean, you still have a lot of the same characters, but they're not necessarily the way they are in the movie. Okay, so this pattern is Vanilla Cream by K.F. Jones. This is the first of the 2 socks. This is, I think it's Flamenco by the Pool. This is a Laura Concert colorway. And the yellow is, I think I still have the, hang on, what's this? Okay, so, yeah, this is highlighter, the yellow, and the pink that I'll be using for the heels and toes of the other sock is Pinkalicious. It is a very bright neon pink. Yeah, flamingling but at the pool. Sorry, flamingling at.
I'm not sure what that means. I'm going to have to ask Laura next time.
Just mingling. It's just added a flamingo to it. Yep. And this is Lollipop Girl yarns, which probably will eventually the tag will say Lollipop Girl Creations for future yarns.
I wonder if she's doing her convention right now. I can't remember when she said she was going to be doing
I feel like she said it was coming up.
I know it was this week, but.
So yeah, there you go. Just a little bit of work done on this. It's just a nice round and round until I get to the toe.
Actually, it can't be this week because she's going to be stopping here on the way there.
So that'd be next week. Alright, but that's it for this. Nothing else really to say because I'm going round and round.
Okay, well, let me just finish this stitch because I'm right in the middle of, when you start something up, you want to make sure you're in the right place. I'm working on, it's in my Knitting's My Bag, Angel Bag, and I am working on my Film Noir shawl, which, yes, it should have been done like 2 years ago or whatever. This has grown. I did change colors, I think, since I saw you, or maybe I changed it last time. I haven't been working a lot on anything except the one project that you guys know I'm trying to get done for a wedding. But this is the color I'm using right now, and I think, I'm not sure what this is. It's too dark to be a blue slate or a regular slate. I think this doesn't look like it's big enough to be this bad. This might be Dragonfly. But here's the.
Yeah, I think the if it's a pure gray, it's Dragonfly because it's either like District. You had all your Hunger Games ones.
Yeah. So this is. It's hard. You can't really see the whole thing in the screen here.
We actually are getting probably more of you than we probably would have.
It's getting there. I mean, I'm not a big person, but.
And I might keep. Originally, I was going to trim down the view so that way it wasn't quite as tall. I determined if I want to do that because it'll possibly give you more review of the shawl if I don't.
This still has a ways to go. I usually like to have it down about here. So I've got about maybe 6 or 8 inches to go if I want to have it as long as I want it. But if I wanted to, I could comfortably wear this already. But I want it to be what I want it to be. So it's not in any hurry because, it's getting warm right now. So I'm not going to be wearing it anytime soon.
Right.
Unless I'm in the house. And I have other things I can wear in the house if necessary.
Right.
That takes care of that.
Okay, so.
Okay.
You actually don't wear a whole lot of shawls in the house when you're cold.
It depends. Usually I go for a sweater. Sometimes I'll wear a blanket.
When you have perfectly good shawls.
Because I have to go upstairs to get it.
You need to keep one that's just for your desk.
Yeah. Sometimes my husband has on the stairs going downstairs to the door. There's some hooks. He has we use color. We call them ebb shirts.
I don't call them anything like that.
No, but Daddy does.
I don't know. I've never heard them referred to.
I think he calls them ebb shirts. I think of them as hunter's plaid.
Or lumberjack.
Lumberjack shirts. And he has those hanging there. Sometimes I just pull those out, but they go past my hands.
Mm-hmm. Well, I had to stop wearing them because my they don't have a very good seam at the cuff, and it's actually even weaker than this one. And this one, at least, it doesn't leave little little shred. Yeah, it's like even when it frays, it then leaves these things that my braces keep catching on, and so I can't use them because I can't do anything when I wear them. And for me, it kind of loses the point if I have to roll up my sleeves. The whole reason I'm wearing them is because I'm cold, so I just don't wear them anymore, which is unfortunate because they're
really warm.
They're really warm, but they have super weak seams at the wrists, the end of the cuffs. Anyway, so in my Batman tote is my Love Cabin lap blanket. The pattern is Log Cabin Love baby blanket by 10 hours or less. I'm making a bigger size than what is called for. Not terribly much farther than I was, just because I was working on another project primarily, and then I have had a few days. I think I had a migraine over one point of the period. I've been fairly symptomatic.
Yeah, and then we had Monday where we had something that we'd been waiting to do, and we wanted to finish it up.
So there we go. And you're not seeing the screen is orange, so they're seeing better color than what we're seeing here. But yeah, once I'm finished with this log, I can switch over to my bright red. And I do look forward to having this as a lap blanket.
Just realized something. All my projects today are crocheted.
Well, that's not unusual anymore.
Well, no, but I usually have at least 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to lose track of my knitting.
Well, crochet tends to be your comfort. Mm-hmm. There we go. And that's it.
Okay, well, the one I'm doing right now is in my PH and Potiversary bag, 10-year Potiversary bag, made by a very lovely Anne Gander Nee Brody. Like that. And it's my Strawberry Shortcake baby blanket. Let me just clip this stitch so I don't lose it. Not that it really matters. I can't pick it up. I don't want to because it knots. And this is in that ice yarn that Crystal and Kara got me started on. But this one, I think I bought myself a tie I bought from I forget which. Yeah, I like the way it's turning out. Look at the way
it's turning out really pretty.
Yeah.
I think this is the one we did. One of the ones we did for trade, where you bought me Westchester spinners because you got it on deal, and I bought you those, and we did trade.
Right. And this is really soft. It's just a little. The reason I want to do the Cerebel with this is because I know what I'm doing with the Cerebel, and I
mean, you got enough for Cerebels, but
yeah,
still.
Theoretically, I should be able to fix almost anything that happens with this. With this yarn with the Cerebel. So
did you see the question? The comments?
I did. I responded to it. Yes. I asked for clarification also because I wasn't sure what she meant by a headscarf. Does she mean like a headband headscarf? Does she mean a triangle headscarf?
Right.
So I asked her, and I told her, if you were able to do the math, you could probably do any of them. Because I think the Cerebel can be. I might be biased, but I think the Cerebel can be done for anything.
You are biased,
but be pretty wedding dress in lace. Just the overlay for the silk and satin.
Yeah, they'd have to do it like in, he said in lace weight and death.
But yeah, that's all I have to say about this.
Okay, so, in my Silver Shed USA Rebel Scumbag. Okay, it's not actually what it's called, but that's what I call it.
Call that forever.
Yeah. Because I didn't want the one with TIE fighters and stuff on it.
With this lighting, it looks like this matches my outfit.
Only because their screen's orange, it'll probably look different.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, this yarn is a wild hair yarn, and the colorway is Time Machine.
It looks like Blue Jay.
It's Pinnacle DK.
She doesn't carry much DK.
No, she does.
I've never been able to find it when I look for it.
I have had a couple of them. A few of them even. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. And I think I said I called this Tardis Socks, and it's not just boring boot socks pattern by Corinne Walcher. And there we go. I am not quite at the point where I'm long enough for as long as I want the leg to be. But this works up nicely. I do enjoy this yarn.
It's pretty hard.
Yes, it is.
Is she spiraling like mine?
Yeah, she's spiraling.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have similar styles and similar color palettes. Mm-hmm. That's why sometimes you've had to guess if it's if you guys have a colorway that looks at all similar, because you guys do have similar styles and colors.
Something in the water over here.
So yeah, that's it for that one. I wanted to. Right now, I'm trying to work one of the not just boring boots socks patterns at a time, because then I can get them finished and then move on to the next one.
Okay.
So I have a lot of socks going.
You done? Okay. My last project is in my Stitched by Mimi teacups bag. It's a wonderful bag, but I think I'm going to have to switch this out because it's outgrowing it. This bag. And I may have to put the yarn that I have in the bag that Mama C, Christina gave me, and put that in here if it all fit, and put this in there.
Right.
But this is the one I've been working most on when I felt like working. I've having a lot of tiredness, and so I've been taking a nap. And
you call it what it actually is, fatigue.
Fatigue sounds so like I'm ill or something.
Mom?
Here is the blanket. Can you? It's getting big.
It is getting big.
Oh, that's pretty, isn't it?
It is pretty.
Yeah, because I don't see it like out. I always see it in front of me. I don't get a chance to see the whole effect, and I can see the whole effect this way. I don't mean to be cutting your head off here, but
that's good. A new one.
Yeah, we might want a new one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is my gift to my friend and his new wife to be. He has no idea what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is in my Bare Necessities yarn, and I think I'm going to have to switch it out of this bag because it's really hard to put back in here. And I'm afraid I'm going to catch the yarn on the zipper, which is not good for the project, and it's not good for the bag either.
Yeah.
So, and this is a really well-made bag. We're spoiled. We have such wonderful people who give us nice things.
It's very sweet.
Yes, it is.
Now my final project is in my Plover Bird Turtles bag. This is an older bag.
Yeah, I wish her. I wonder how she's doing.
Yeah, I wonder. I've always enjoyed her bags, although I think I've torn the little ribbon on my Batman one that I use for my medicine, because I don't always remember to really fully open this. It's starting to get frayed.
Right.
And here are my crumpled spring socks, and the pattern is a crumpled socks by KF Jones. I'm using West Yorkshire spinners, and the main color is spring green, and this one here is chocolate lime for whatever reason. I love this pair of socks. I enjoyed working this in the owl yarn when I originally did it. I think it looks even lovelier in this one. Look at that.
That's really pretty.
Ooh, that's nice. And like I said,
it's really pretty.
Isn't that really pretty?
It looks like a snake skin or dragon scales.
Yeah, it's super pretty. Like I said, I thought it was lovely in the owl one. I've fallen in love with it even more in this one. I wear my owl ones now.
It's very Irishy.
Yeah, so this one, I forgot how fun a pattern is to work. Cause it's only like a 4, maybe it's a 6 row repeat. I can't remember. But it's not that much of a repeat. Maybe let's see. It is a... Yeah, it's a 6... No, it's more than that. But still, it's not hard repeats to remember. Yeah, it's a fun pattern. And like I said, it's really lovely in this particular yarn. But yeah, I need to work on this one more because it's just really enjoyable.
It's pretty matches your bag.
It does. That's part of why it's in here. Actually, it's probably the main reason why it's in here.
I need to go through my bags again. I think I have yarn in some of my bags because I had them all fitting, but now they're kind of falling out. I pulled some to do double duty for other things. Like I have bags holding all the Venus meds. I have bags holding my medicine, which isn't a lot, but actually I don't have bags holding my medicine. I have
Yours is in with the Venus.
No. And then I have, I'd use bags for, whatever, because, you somehow I look around and my bags have multiplied like little rabbits.
Honestly, though, they're so useful.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have any more projects. Mm-mm. I have an FO, which is hanging out in my PHN 10th anniversary bag. I finished the Snap Crackle Oh Crap Snap Crackle Oh Crap Pop socks. Actually, I call them Rice Krispies. The rest is the colorway name. And this is an Undead Yarn colorway. I think people were asking about this one. But
yeah, I think you're right. And somebody had asked, and I'll ask that question since you're done talking.
But yeah, there we go. No, I mean, there really isn't a whole lot to show. It's nice to have the pair of socks done. So I have another set to my collection.
Actually, I think she saw it because she responded to me. So
okay.
Well, I can ask for people who I can answer for people who might be curious. Mm-hmm. I was asked if I do any kind of dyeing that's not wool. I try to stick to the animal fibers or animal fiber blends that have bamboo or silk or whatever.
Well,
I don't.
That's bamboo's an animal fiber blend.
It is an animal fiber blend. We have it wool.
Oh, okay.
Because it requires different dye methods that I'm not willing to do necessarily in my small kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have enough appliances to go around to keep getting new things for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty much sticking to the wool and wool blends. I do or can do things like Angora and cashmere and stuff like that. I believe those, since they're animal blends, they do the same kind of dyes that I use for wool.
Yeah, I think so.
And if I do silk and bamboo and stuff with the blends of wool, that's what gives some of my variation sometimes with some of those colorways. But on their own, they require a slightly different way of dyeing yarn, and I'm not willing to go there right now. I have too many things going on, and I don't want to do that right now. So if you're allergic to wool, I'm sorry. Or perhaps what wools you're allergic to, and if you want me to dye you yarn, you can tell me what yarns to avoid, what wools to avoid, and I can touch base with you that way.
Probably should also make sure if that person wants a specific thing to keep it separate from your other ones.
Right. Well,
just in case.
I have it in plastic.
Mm-hmm.
For the you can see my thing unless they're ready. Usually I don't have too much touching. I don't know if those kind of allergies are like peanuts and stuff like that to get that extreme, but yeah.
Well, the thing is, with fibers, they do cling.
Yeah, they do.
To each other, so
I tend to keep them in the plastic bags as long as possible. So
I was just thinking of one lady who had severe reaction to the it was not Angora. It was
I think it was Angora.
As alpaca.
Oh, alpaca, that's right, alpaca.
And they sent her to the hospital.
Yeah, well, I felt so bad for her. She got a sweater quantity, and she didn't know she was allergic. She was so excited about it, and she had to trade it with somebody else. And I think she got a skein of yarn out of it. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, she got very little out of it, but she couldn't keep it.
She couldn't keep it. I mean, she got something she could use, and that's more than she started with. So, but poor, I feel so bad for her. That was hard. I'm sure. Okay.
Graphic novel. Well, I have the shared story now. I haven't really worked on it.
Yeah, I finished the shared story. That's part of the reason we didn't get anything done on Monday, because we had to go through it when she was feeling able to.
But it's also part of why I was knocked out.
Yeah, but it
was good though.
It's all in her court.
And I also did get a little bit of journaling done. At least in my religious one.
I think I showed mine last week, right? Yeah, I did.
I think you did. So,
oh, that's pretty.
Just wanted to try a little bit of something different. I actually took 2 of the background ones and cut them out.
Yeah, it looks very nice.
Thanks. So,
Very creative.
as creative as I get anyway.
Oh, it's only for you anyway.
But, yeah, it's a little bit different than some of my other things in here. But yeah, so that was my little bit that I did on Sunday. Maybe if I do at least my religious journal on Sunday, I'll be able to get, some journaling done most weeks.
Yeah, I'm hoping to do more now that I don't have the shared story. I can maybe do some journaling along with, like, I'm hoping today I can dye some yarn up. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow when you guys are doing your stuff.
You mean like seeing the doctor?
Yeah, your stuff.
Yeah.
Do you have any stash enhancements?
Not that I can show. I mean, like,
Okay.
I don't show books here.
Yeah, I am.
Not that I've had any.
I still can't show you the one that I got for Mother's Day because we're celebrating Mother's Day this coming Sunday. So I didn't open that box yet, the one I showed you last time. But I did get some other blends. I told you, I mentioned is that still showing?
Oh, yeah, it's still showing.
Okay. Our screen went black.
It does it sometimes when I'm recording for BookTube, too, and I don't know why it does that.
Okay. A friend of mine is doing a set of teas for family members, and she put out a call for testers. And so I'd never seen that done on Adagio before, but I said, hey, I'll do it. I bought this one because she was going to offer to. I said, look, she made a couple blends for me with my name on it. And so I said, look, you put all this work into that. I'll buy this one, and you can spot me the others. So this one's called Angelina. I love this one. I don't remember which one's which, but I really like this one. And then the other one, Felicia, that one was really blueberry. And then this other one, I'm not going to say the name because this is the one I'm going to give her some suggestions on. I wasn't sure I would like it or not. She took out cinnamon. She pulled back the cinnamon. I'm not sure that was a good idea. It's very hibiscus strong, and there's at the very, very end when it's cool, it's got some other thing, maybe mango or something. I have to check and see what's in there.
Well, it definitely has some sort of citrus taste.
Yes, she's a very fruit-based person, I think. So what she does is she told me, to pick out the ones that have a flavor profile that I think I would enjoy drinking. Like, I think it was Angelina that had coconut in it, so I just pulled the coconut leaf, the coconut, whatever that piece is, out, but it also had coconut flavor, so it didn't take the flavor out. So that was that, and then the one that she made for me, one of the ones she made for me, I can't show you the other one because it's in the box I can't open yet.
Right.
But this is the one she made for me as a Christmas blend. I haven't tried it yet. And then the other one is a Mother's Day blend by another friend of mine, and that's what that one looks like. I haven't tried it yet because I've been trying my friend's blends first too. I mean, the other lady's a friend of mine too, but the testing blends. And then the last thing, so you can see that Talia's starting to fade out here. We went to Hobby Lobby for Davina's birthday, because Davina's birthday was the 14th, which is the reason why, the 15th, which is the reason why Mother's Day is being celebrated this coming week, because we didn't want to divide it. But I did go with them to Hobby Lobby, and I got some stuff for my journals. So, this is ephemera type stuff. I think they're compasses as opposed to clocks.
Yeah, that's what I hope they were.
Little, like, note card type things. Oh, here in the back it shows you what they're. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of, how you see it? Here.
What am I looking for?
It tells you what's in the package.
Oh, okay. It
Just
doesn't.
different-
It just says different ones. I mean,
Yeah,
some
yeah,
are lines, some are grids.
Yes,
it doesn't actually tell you.
I would just say that that's what we have in here.
Yeah.
So, and then we have I love this. See on the back.
You showed me when you got them.
And then these words I can use as words, or I can pull them off. You see, if you look at the journal Instagrams and stuff, they'll be pulling words out of a thing like a sticky thing, like a sticker. That's what this is. It has all these different words.
Oh, like someone making a ransom letter?
Yeah, kind of, but it's like full phrases and things. And I can either use it, the whole page, and just put things over it, or I can pull off phrases. So this is really nice. And then I got, these are for my religious journal here. These are for my religious journal. And these are for my packages going out from the yarn. I always put a little owl on my tissue paper. Ty, wake up.
Anyway,
Okay. We're
just
almost
resting
done.
my eyes. No, I'm literally resting my eyes.
She tends to lean forward when she closes her eyes,
I do.
and so I don't know if she's...
I have very bad balance.
I notice that when I'm in church. If I close my eyes because they're starting to sting, I've had to put my hand down because I lose my sense of equilibrium, which I never used to do before, but it's kind of weird. Okay, so that's all I have for that. Not a whole lot. Just next week I might have things because of Mother's Day, but...
Right. And yeah, I mean, nothing else over here.
Yeah, I mean, we don't... Talia's got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, which is why besides the fact that we didn't do it today, we wouldn't be doing it this week.
Yeah.
We didn't know if we were going to be able to get a podcast out this week. That's why the whole setup is the way it is. We want to thank everybody who commented both on YouTube and on PHN. I think I got to everybody. If I didn't, I apologize, but you weren't there when I responded, or you might have had a second post and I didn't have time to get to that second post. We do want to thank the people who did comment. Looney Hiker, Wendy, who's our own MacGyver, Paula, Meditative Crafter, Christina, Kara, Andrea, Bettina, Jodadiah, and I Know Who You Are. Thank you for commenting either on PHN or on YouTube. Is there anything else you want to say?
Nope, I'm good, thank you.
Okay, I guess we want to wish you all a very pleasant weekend, filled with every blessing and good thing. And we hope to see you back here for the Fun in the Woman Cave, on Monday or Tuesday or whenever we record. This is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast. I believe it's episode 554, and that's a wrap.
Bye.